My next topic is about kids, about kids functions and the changes and stuff that's going to happen. Now, I can tell you, you had that group of 50 plus, and you thought it was going to be one age group. And as far as music, these kids and these proms, it is getting tougher and tougher to do a prom, at least for me. I'm not a young spry DJ who's in his 20s that keeps up with the same music that these kids listen to and stuff today. It is tough. It is tough sledding when it comes to playing some of this music and stuff like that these kids want. Like, I literally, when I am going through my record pools and stuff now, I am looking for I'm looking for how many people have downloaded it. Is it on the trending list? I'm not even going by Billboard anymore because I don't know who's listening to Billboard, because mainly everybody listens to XM Radio, Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, all streaming platforms. Nobody's listening to like just the regular radio and stuff anymore. I mean, maybe parents, but for the most part, nobody's really listening to regular radio. So I'm looking at all these formats and looking for what is being streamed the most. This is how I'm having to do homework and stuff now. What's being streamed the most? Who has the most plays? Go to TikTok, most common song used. If you swipe through TikTok for about an hour, you can tell what song is most popular now. And sometimes it's an old track, and it'll allow these kids to be able to know it because it's the most popular thing that's on there. But doing these proms and stuff like that, man, it really takes some skills to do a prom and stuff now. Before, you could play all the hot bangers that you thought was hot. That should really get, now playing Little John at a prom won't get the crowd going, which I never thought I'd see today that would happen. Playing Little John at a prom will not get the crowd going, but playing Lil Baby at a prom will get people going nuts. And that's what I'm talking about. So it's like, you got to make sure that you're up to date and stuff with the music. And unfortunately, we're going to have to listen to some of this mumble rap because I don't understand nothing Lil Baby saying. I really don't. I'm sure he's a great guy. I mean, I've heard a couple of songs and stuff, but he rarely takes breaks in songs. He don't have a lot of hooks. He just keep rapping. He's auto-tuned. But he's probably the biggest rapper and stuff that's out right now. And you've got to make sure that you are keeping up with that stuff because, like I'll give you an example. Lil Uzi Vert's got that song I Want to Rock. It's probably one of the most popular songs and stuff right now. You can barely hear what this man is saying in the song. You can barely hear it, but there's a dance to it. And you don't think that I'm going to take that song and play that at this prom this year? You got to be kidding me. These kids will probably go crazy as soon as they hear the beat. And it was like that a couple of years back for Roddy Ricch. It's like that for Lil Baby and stuff now. It's like as soon as they hear the drum pattern, they know exactly as, and they all singing, like Sheck West and all that stuff, man. Like, that's the kind of style. I can't understand nothing Sheck West is saying at all. All I know is once it gets to that one part where kids yell and scream at the top of their lungs, they love it. They love it. And teachers get hella mad at me for playing that. They get hella mad at me for playing stuff like that because they think I'm playing the unedited version because the kids are singing it out loud. And then, if they know I'm playing the edited version, but the kids are still saying it, they're holding me responsible for what the kids say. And see, it's too much. It's too much of a hassle to go back and forth. I don't have to worry about that with a wedding. This is why I don't do a lot of kids functions. But, if I'm going to do a kids function, I'm going to make sure that they're going to have to pay and stuff for that because there's too much research and stuff that comes with that. So, I say to you, if you have proms this year, like I do, and I think I have 4 proms this year, probably more than I should. I probably should only have maybe 1, maybe 2, to just kind of get in and out of these things. What's happening is as I'm being shopped around, and you want to do your best because, you want people to like it, but I'm not going to say unfortunately, but what happens is they like it. The kids say they have a good time. They stay for the full hour or full 4 hours because, proms are 8 to 12. And if you can get the kids to stay past 10 o'clock, then you're a winner. They'll hire you again next year. Because most kids leave after 10, go to their after party, go to a hotel party, go to whatever they do and stuff after that. But if you can keep kids until 11 o'clock, teachers will love you for the rest of your life, as long as you keep kids in that building until then. So you'll get the gig next time. And that's what's happening with these gigs. That's why I have 4 proms this year. It's unfortunate. Well, I keep saying unfortunate, but it's a blessing, but it's like a bittersweet. That's what I want to say. It's bittersweet. I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys let me know in the chat and stuff if you're feeling me, if you understand what I'm saying. I know sometimes I go off on a rant, but this stuff was just on my chest, man. I had to get it off me and project that to you guys.